But as I was watching that live, I thought to myself, what the hell does that mean? Did Rex and Schefter not talk before the show started? What do you think he meant by that? And how sure are you that Zimmer is the defense coordinator? Is Rex Ryan potentially still in play as the defense coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, Schefter?
You guys were not the only ones surprised by that, right? So I hear that. I'm like, what the heck? Now, we have meetings. We go over, what the topics are going to be. People know there's no surprises. Now, I knew from speaking to various people in Las Vegas this week, the Cowboys, they didn't like Rex. They loved Rex. Jerry Jones, when he got done listening to Rex, was like, I was ready to run through a wall with that guy. Hey. Well, I'm going to be fully transparent. So Rex said what he said. He opened it up. I'll finish it up right now.
Oh.
And I love Rex. Mike Zimmer's deal is not done yet. So they have reached out to Rex subsequent to that, and they reached out to him about 15 minutes before that segment just to say, hey, any shot of this. So that's where the confusion came. That's basically what happened. Literally shortly before I said what I said, which we all knew, they reached out to, hey, could this still happen? Because the Zimmer deal is not done yet. Now, I still have not heard the Zimmer deal being done, which means that Rex could conceivably still be in play. Ron Rivera still could conceivably be in play.
Wow.
Anyone else that they've interested could conceivably be in play. Now, ultimately, I do think it will get done with Zimmer, but I'd like to amend my report and say it's not done with Zimmer, not yet.
Wow, we got some drama.
My God.
We got some controversy.
Wow.
So for those of y'all that actually are subscribed to the channel, which a lot of y'all are still watching these videos and y'all not hitting that subscribe button, so do your boy a favor and subscribe. But for those of y'all that have been subscribed and you've been keeping up with the content, then you saw this report from Adam Schefter coming. We took notice yesterday on the channel that Rex Ryan stated he doesn't think it's a done deal that the Cowboys have in fact signed Mike Zimmer, and since then we've seen multiple sources come out confirming just that, stating that Zimmer not only hasn't been signed, but there's more issues other than news can't be broken ahead of the Super Bowl. There's actual legitimate reason as to why Mike Zimmer hasn't been formally announced as the Cowboys defensive coordinator. Not only Adam Schefter, but Brian Broaddus has reported that the holdup for Mike Zimmer is concerning the contract details that would bring Mike Zimmer to the Cowboys as their brand new defensive coordinator. My question, what details could there be that such a holdup that the announcement couldn't have been made formal, and that this situation has gotten mucked up just like our NFC East counterpart with the Commanders? It seems like none of the teams in the NFC East can get their stuff together because the Commanders had to settle on their third best option for the head coaching choice and then went ahead and slandered their favorite option. The Eagles are trading some of their best players and guys aren't showing up for work. And the Cowboys, they just like drama. They like to drum up the suspense, and that's exactly what's happening now. But I gotta say, man, I'm not completely against taking a closer look at these two coaches as it pertains to Mike Zimmer and Rex Ryan, because Rex Ryan is he's kind of pulling on my heartstrings a little bit at this point, just showing the passion. At this point, we just need people that care. We've already heard some of the Cowboys great state that they feel like the Cowboys have all the talent in the world, and it's all about the attitude at this point. I guess the biggest question as it pertains to any sort of leadership or any type of coach or veteran player that we bring onto this team during this particular offseason is, more importantly than what their skill set is, what is their mentality? What type of attitude are they going to bring to this locker room? And are we going to be able to collect enough of those types of pieces to truly be able to change the culture within the team? We won't be able to change the culture around the team, but to me, the players need to take ownership, just like Michael Parsons and CeeDee Lamb said on Michael Parsons' podcast. The players need to take ownership, and they need to be the ones to set the tone for what they want that locker room to operate like. Regardless if Jerry's going to come in there and visit and show off his locker room and show all his shiny toys in there, that's not the point. Like Michael said, if you see dudes messing up in practice and dudes are having lack of discipline in practice and jumping off sides and just not showing focus, they need to nip that stuff in the bud at practice. The fact that they're just now having this realization after all these years of failure is kind of worrisome in this way, because that means that we don't have enough veteran leadership on this team that's honestly pulling these guys in the right direction. So at this point, it's all about attitude. Do we genuinely believe Mike Zimmer's going to bring the better attitude to this team, the better culture to this team? Is he going to be a better influence? Is he going to have enough gravity to really get this defense into the mindset that they need to be into to be successful? We just sat here and watched the Kansas City Chiefs give Patrick Mahomes an unlimited amount of time to finally get a chance to get that offense going and make plays without allowing that game to get away from itself. That's the thing, man, and I keep telling this to Cowboys fans. We look at Dak Prescott and we talk about his shortcomings as a player and talk about how he threw an interception, this, that, and the other. Defenses are what wins championships, and Kansas City exhibited that once again. Their defense put them in position to win that championship, and Patrick Mahomes and his greatness capitalized on that, and that's exactly what happened. We need a defensive coach that's going to get the most out of these uber talented defensive players that we have currently on the Dallas Cowboys roster, and at this point, I'm not sure if Mike Zimmer is a better option than Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan has shown fire as it pertains to this defense all season long. Anytime there's a Cowboys topic, he has shown a particular interest in how the defenses have performed, even so much to the point where he completely ripped this team after the Green Bay loss because he saw deficiencies on the defensive side of the ball that should not have been there based off of what this team has available to it. I don't know. This situation is getting kind of messy. I'm not completely sure how I want to feel about this. I'm not still sure exactly which defensive coordinator I would want. I am glad that the Cowboys seem to be not rushing into anything or just trying to rush into a decision. The contract negotiations, I have no clue what that could possibly be about. Mike Zimmer should understand that this is more than likely a one-year deal type of thing, because if anything, maybe you'll have a chance to be the head coach the next season. Maybe you won't, but I think any coach coming into a situation where the head coach is on a one-year contract should understand, hey, this is your essentially dress rehearsal. This is your dress rehearsal for another team or for this team to see what you're going to do. So I'm not really sure what about the contract details is bothering Zimmer. Is it the Joneses are trying to keep Zimmer from bringing in his own coaches and they want certain people in certain positions on the team? Is there an issue concerning keeping Al Harris on board and want him to maintain his role and Zimmer wants to bring in his own guys? What is the actual issue with the contract? Because Brian Broaddus has reported the contract issues, Adam Schefter's reported contract issues, and like we heard yesterday, Rex Ryan has very much so let everyone know the Joneses are still in contact with him. So at this point, it's a waiting game, Cowboys fans. The Cowboys have been out the playoffs for like a month now, and we still don't know who our next defensive coordinator is going to be. Buckle up. I have a feeling it's going to be a long off season. Either way, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the next one. We still them same old damn Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.